Hello everybody, my name is Cassidy Gould and I am a sophomore here at Valencia College. I'm going to Valencia kind of as my gateway into the UCF transfer plan where I plan to study forensic science. So that's going to be my major and I hope to become a forensic scientist. I'll be working in a lab. Mostly I'm going to gear towards latent prints and DNA analysis and maybe I'll find some interest, once I get to UCF and see what other kind of things I like. But I kind of like the whole idea of it. I really like testing things. I love chemistry. I like biology. Anything science is just fun to me. I'm not sitting there at a desk bored. I'm interacting and doing cool stuff like Dexter and whatnot, but not really. So a little bit about me is I am 22 years old. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and the Tiverton, Rhode Island area is where I was born and raised. I moved to Florida in 2002 or 2000, somewhere between 2000 and 2002, pretty sure. We moved down here because my grandparents retired and they wanted to live in nice sunny Florida, so we all kind of gathered our belongings and came down here with them. So I've lived in Ocala, I've lived in Denellen, I've lived in Morriston, Bronson. Those are kind of like little places out by Gainesville that are in the middle of nowhere. They're really country areas. But I've also lived in St. Augustine and Jacksonville most recently, which I plan on going back to actually once I finish schooling in my bachelor's degree in forensic science. Just because that's where, I don't know, it's just a place where I like to be. I like the beach, I like the vibes over there. It's a really fun place to be. My dad's over there, my sister's over there. It's kind of closer to my family, and I really like the area. St. Augustine is really where my heart is, I guess. The whole historic look and St. George Street. It's just fun, and I don't know. There's a lot of old people, and old people are nice, so there's that. Alright, so let's see, hobbies and interests. I don't currently have too many hobbies and interests because I work 2 jobs and I go to school and I'm really busy. Got animals, which you'll probably hear at some point during this video running across the little floor. I have 2 dogs. One is a little tiny Pomchi. There he is right now. I would have a little dog, but he was brought to me when I worked at an animal emergency hospital, and they told us that they had found him on the side of the road and that he was going to be a Husky Shepherd mix, and that's definitely not what he turned out to be. So I was stuck with him, but he's my little buddy, so he's cool. And then this is Trio down here. I found him in St. Augustine, actually. He has 3 legs, and he's just a cool guy. He is 14. He just turned 14 years old last month, so he's an old man. And he was just kind of walking around the country with 3 legs. So I stopped to help him out and ended up with him ever since. So I've had him for 3 years. And then I have 2 cats, one that I've rescued from Hurricane Matthew, and then another stray that I found at the emergency hospital under a car. So that's my animals, that's my life, no hobbies and interests. I do like music and I do like art. If I had more time to do it, I definitely would. I used to paint and draw all the time. I'm into abstract art, I guess you could say. A lot of weird stuff that probably nobody would think of. Oh, that's Harper in the back, little rescue kitty. I used to do horseback riding. I rode horses for 10 years or more. I did a lot of horse shows. I started out doing the Western, barrel racing, pole racing, all that fun stuff. And it was a really fun part of my life. That's really who I am. I would love to go back into horse riding. I would absolutely love it. I just don't have time and it's expensive and the whole 9. So I started out in Western and then I moved to English riding, so jumping and all that kind of stuff. And it was a really fun point in my life. Interesting places I've traveled to. Okay, so 10 years ago, actually, me and my dad went on this cruise. We went to Belize, Honduras, and Cozumel, I think it was. And we're actually doing the same exact cruise exactly 10 years later. Harvest Caye, Belize, Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico. That will be really fun. From this course, I'm kind of hoping to learn, how to better communicate. I've always been a really, really, really shy person. I just hope to gather a better understanding of how to communicate to people better, and to get my point across the right way that I want to get it across, because I have a lot of thoughts and ideas all the time and I can never get them out right, or when I do think I get them out right, people don't really, exactly understand what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping this class will kind of help me push me around or along the correct path to communication. So that is me. And I hope everybody has a great semester. Do you and achieve your goals and keep on pushing through, and we will all make it together.